Well, so has been going really great so far, but the implementation of stables. A lot of people will talk about, oh, this is so fucking hard because, they've never been part of it and they have to get used to it again, which is understandable. But at the same time, and I have nothing against scum at all. Heck, some of those guys are actually pretty good. Some of those people are actually really good people and everything like that. But one thing I have a problem with is not that Def won the title for the world title and he won it in 6 weeks. They climbed up the rankings. Congratulations to him. That's not the problem. The problem is now that all this stable stuff has been implemented, he makes it the Scum World title. Did Unstoppable die already? Did Scum Radio Wrestling die that early? So you had to bring it over here? Unstoppable is a fucking cesspool, but come on. You want to dominate here? At least don't change the title. That's like years ago when fucking John Cena made the spinner shit. And you know how we all hate that shit now, do we? And Lord knows there's going to be like a billion little Jimmys talking about shit on this little promo here, but whatever. I don't give a fuck. But, it's not a bad issue at all. It's just that you make it the Scum World title with historics like SOS, you just fuck that over and just do that. That's okay. Because two could play that game. Now, I remember a few months ago when I was in a little place called Scum Radio Wrestling. And back then was a time when I was taking a break from, not only taking a break, just trying to get the fuck out of Unstoppable. Because it was just a train wreck. And what you don't know, that was a plan the whole time. But I remember, and I'm holding this thing right now, and I remember that I was the Young Guns champion along with TTB and all that shit. And they're gone right now, and they're trying to come back over here. I remember seeing them a few days ago. Like Haruki, those other people. But I was unfairly stripped of that title on that day. I still remember this day. I was stripped of that title for no reason, for bringing it out of Scum Radio to RWO. And that's never been done before. They're like, oh, fuck that. He'll just take the title, strip it of him, give it to someone that doesn't deserve it, like 187, which is what happened. Now, you're wondering why I have that very same title on my shoulder. That's because I was never defeated for that title. I was stripped unfairly. Therefore, I still feel I am the Young Guns champion, or some people call it the Scum Guns champion. In fucking Unstoppable. But that doesn't matter because Unstoppable doesn't mean a thing to me. In fact, we're making history again. I'm bringing this over to SOS with me. And people are like, oh, you were that champion? Who gives a fuck anymore? Well, apparently I do. Because apparently, for example, if I won the television title and made it the fucking Young Gun title, Scum television title, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. I don't know because the thing with these titles, you can't really change them a lot. But what you can do is bring a Scum title and bring it to SOS. Which is what he did. And I have nothing against you, King of High Dev. I have nothing against you at all. But the fact is, whether you're world champion or anyone else's world champion, if it's still under that Scum banner, when I get there, when I get to that world title picture, when I get that title shot, we're going to unify these. We're going to end Scum forever. And when we do, all of this nonsense will finally be over. And sure, that's a large task right there because it's hard enough to get to the world rankings, let alone the top 10, top 5 even. But that's the point. It's going to be long term. But then those stupid people were like, why the fuck you have an unrecognized title? Well, you remember back in the day when Ric Flair brought the NWA title to WWF and called it the Real World's title? That's what you're basically trying to do with the Scum World title. And when it's unified with the fucking Young Guns belt, we will bring back tradition. We will bring it back to being the SOS World title. And hopefully you don't do the same to the heavyweight title, which I might have to do that first to climb up the rankings to get over there too. But that doesn't matter now. What matters is getting rid of the majority of scum. Because like I said before, the majority of them are actually really nice people and they can really get along really well. It's not intended towards them, it's intended towards the assholes in there. And you know who you are. So you know what? You did that over here, I'll do that over there. And I'm bringing it right here. So if you think that you can bring this over here, that you can bring this mess, this clusterfuck, over here with the damn ninjas, you're sorely mistaken. It's not going to work for you. It will only work for those who care about this business, like I do.